Good afternoon. So we are heading kind of in a middle area right now, trying to figure out which way we should go. We got a milky sky here, and it's actually raining here right now, so it's kind of killing. I think it's killing a little of the thunderstorm threat on the coast here. So we're trying to move out towards the I-495 area so we can kind of jump off the highway there at some point if we need to go west or we need to come back east. How's it going today, Durango girl? No, I'm on 114 in North Andover. Almost to Merrimack College. Fart can muffler. Who else do we have joining us today? Please feel free to go in the chat and chat it up with everyone in between stuff. When I'm driving, you guys can chat about weather and whatever else is going on. Hey Rob, what's going on? If you guys can see, there's lots of smoke in the air right now from the Canadian wildfires. Rob's melting. Yeah, out in the Midwest. It's not bad here right now. It's only 77 right here. But the smoke is just horrible right now. This morning it was nice. I went out for a little jog this morning, and you could smell a little bit. It smelled like a wet campfire this morning, but it's really like moved in like significantly. The air quality is just horrible. She wear a winter coat at 77. I'm still warm at 77. The other day I was talking about when I did that little pop-up chase. I was saying like 65 is my ideal temperature. Give me 65 every day and I'll get stuff done. All right, so we have a tornado watch was just issued southwest of Connecticut, Long Island. I don't know if that'll come up for this area. We've had milky skies all day, so I don't know how it's gonna work out. Yeah, you guys, if you look off, if you can see it good enough right now, you can look off and see the contrast in the background, like off in the distance. You can see the smoke. Looks like fog. Right. It's like my iPad. I'm watching it on my iPad too. It's a little behind. The old delay. All right, so we need to do 495 south. Hopefully we don't lose the connection, because some areas you go out here and the freaking cell service sucks. And you're near the city still, but can't get cell service in some areas. Hey, Kimbo, thanks for joining. Hopefully there's not traffic. This is my biggest problem with Jason around here, is the freaking traffic. When you don't have time, when you work a full-time job, it's like your options are slim, so you do it what you got, right? Looks like the traffic's moving pretty good. So I think we're just gonna stay on 495 here for a little bit. We'll head towards the Worcester area. Worcester. Five cars. There's a lot of traffic here. Yeah, I remember a drive that usually takes me like an hour and a half on this highway took me 3 hours one day. So that gives you an idea how much traffic. I think this road does like 250,000 cars a day. At least that. And now there's construction here, which I didn't know that was here still. Alright, so hopefully there's not a lot of construction southbound. Yeah, we'll traverse 495 and then there's a big heavy swath of rain, and looks like it's getting a little bit taller towards Worcester. So if we have to get off in Worcester, we'll have to pay $1.25 if we hit the Mass Pike, aka I-90. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you didn't already. If you can, share the stream with somebody. If you know anybody in Massachusetts here, share it with them. Get them on the list here, so I can give them live weather updates. Uh-oh, I see a little bit of brake light ahead, but it might be just people slowing down. We got a little bit of volume here. Southbound. My auto throttle is turning down. So right ahead of us is all the cars in Rob's whole town. Probably have a couple hundred cars in front of me right now. Well, so much for no traffic. There's 10. It's like half the state's worth of cars in front of me. I think Boston has traffic going through Boston. I think it's close to 500,000 a day now. Here we got some rain here. Light. I did see a few tornado warnings earlier up in upstate New York, and there was one closer to the Pennsylvania border. But I don't think, I looked at the radar signatures and they didn't look like they had super definitive hooks on them, so they were probably just some rotating thunderstorms that radar picked up. I expect there'll probably be more that way, but it looks like they're watching towards New Jersey, into like eastern Pennsylvania and kind of like the West Long Island area in New York City. Looks like there's some traffic northbound. I'll have to think about that later. So I think we're gonna head right into a heavy cell in about half hour, maybe, if it's still, yeah, it's moving eastbound. So all these storms have been moving really slow today. I've been watching them all morning to try to figure out where to target, but with the milky skies, it seemed like they weren't like intensifying and weren't getting those isolated pop-up ones like they were kind of expecting. Your road rage is yeah, I set the cruise to 70 and it's going 55. Because I'm not going to hop in the left lane right now. So, but yeah. Wait till you see how some of the people drive. You'll be like, what the hell? So right now we're just in and out of some rain. Looks like some showers just popped up ahead of us too. We definitely need the rain here in eastern Massachusetts because we're in a severe drought right now. I think we need about 6 or 8 inches of rain. We're down. We don't need it all at once though. Do it over a week or something, we'll be good. Craneage. Oh boy. It's bumpy. Ooh. Welcome to Massachusetts. I swear if they just took up all the asphalt in some roads, it would be smoother. It'd be like driving out west on the dirt farm roads. Alright, so we're still heading 495 south. We're in about Lowell, Massachusetts. Definitely going to get into some heavy rain pretty soon. This is nothing. It's like a sprinkle. We're getting the new bridge here, overpass. And we're slowing down. The thing kicks off and it'll go beep, 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 beep. Washboards. Time for hurry up and wait. Yeah. Oh boy. Trying to get someone to chase with me today. Nobody was interested, so I'm solo. Too broke to fly out. We're flying American Eagle into Worcester. If they still fly in there. See, we come around a corner in Massachusetts here, and the first car in front hits his brakes too hard, and frickin' every car behind it slams their brakes on because they're too close, and the whole highway slows down because it was a curve. Welcome in, Kowalski. If you're a new viewer here, hit the subscribe button. I'm only a part-time chaser, so I don't have videos super often, but keep me on your list, because when I do, you can join us and you'll know. It's a part-time gig until I stop doing the full-time job, and then this will be the full-time job. Or at least more than part-time. Yeah, the smoke's pretty bad over here too. Okay, we started to get into the edge of the heavier rain. This is the leading edge. Kimbo's gonna leave now and join us. See you in like 17, 18 hours. Yeah, you could probably pick up I-90 and do it. If you drove straight through, you could probably do it in under 20 hours. Look at that smoke ahead. Thick smoke. This rain's gonna start washing it out of the air. Love liquid smoke. Smell like a wet campfire again. So far, it seems like we have a pretty good signal along the highway. Sailboat. The Emily Helen. Rob will fly. Depends on what the drive is. I don't mind driving if it's a nice drive. If it's anything like this, it sucks. I mean, this isn't horrible. There's a little bit of volume right now, but I think people are just going slow now because the rain's coming down. I'm getting into the heavier rain now, in case you didn't notice. I see brake lights. Or not. Gibbo's gonna be right back. think we're in Littleton, Massachusetts, or just coming out of Littleton. Headed towards Boxborough, Worcester. Well, the Thunderstorms is averaging 83 miles per gallon right now. That's pretty impressive for a full-size pickup truck. Kimbo is back. Kimbo, we're in some rain now. Starting to wash the smoke out of the sky, but still looks pretty heavy, the smoke. We're almost in the heaviest rain of this cell. It might beat us though. was getting ready to leave and I realized I didn't have the spare tire in the truck. I have it in the bed usually, because you keep it underneath. It just gets all rotted from the road salt. So I had to throw that in the back of the truck. So at least I have my spare. Get some snacks, a little bit of some drinks. Keep us moving for a little while. I like some other storms that are heading that same direction. We might just watch them. Snacks trump spare tire every time. Yeah, worst comes to worst, I have AAA, so we can get towed home. Crappy dead zones. I still got you guys. Just let me know if you guys can still hear me or see me. I think that happened in that spot last time too. Still here, okay, good. It let me reconnect this time. Sometimes it doesn't though. Let's go pick up pea pods. I'd have to turn around and go back the other way. This is probably about, if I started back at SCMA HQ, I could probably get to her in like 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. If I'm going pretty fast. Yeah, I told her she could, like, if she ever wanted to, she could meet up. If we were gonna do like a New Hampshire chase, she could meet us in New Hampshire somewhere, and then we could meet up and we could have like a fan chase, a viewer chase. I think Kelsey Collins wanted to jump in too, and we need Peapod there to keep her calm, because she'd be asking for pole all day. We got traffic, folks. Do we want to head to Worcester? I think we might do that. You don't want those two together? Yeah. It probably wouldn't be a good combination, huh? Why don't we do, let's do 290. I-290 to Worcester. And we can let this other storm like slam into us. Like oil and water. Alright, so we'll stick with Storm Chaser Ed and Peapod solo. %. Exit only. I'm gonna have bound. Unfortunately, we won't see Toll Booth Willie because he retired since they put all the Easy Pass in. So no Toll Booth Willie. I don't think it's $1.25 anymore either. I think it's like $1.50. Find out when I get my Easy Pass statement. That's what she said. Nice. Oh boy. Okay, 290 north. The left lane's not even moving. Well, that's wonderful. Hopefully I don't have to come back this way. Pretty good with like driving around here. I don't even have a map on right now. I do have like the map on Radar Omega, but I pretty much know like where the routes go. So Guys, I'm still trying to also reach 1,000 subscribers, and then you can get the big face reveal. So that's the next goal, to hit 1,000. So if you can share the stream, share the channel with anyone, that's awesome. Thank you. I think we're losing some of the traffic here. Get a little bit of open road. I think we want to, I don't know if we want to take the Shrewsbury exit, maybe. Head towards Route 9. Go west on Route 9, maybe? I don't know. Let's get to Worcester first, because we're going to get hit by a stronger storm out towards Worcester. I'm going to focus on driving for a minute. Not that I wasn't before. Yeah, traffic's not horrible there. This is pretty good. We're moving at close to 70 right now, so I think the speed limit's 65 here, possibly. We're almost to the end of this highway. This highway actually ends. It's like a little highway that goes in between a couple of the major roads. God, I feel like it's like 5 o'clock already here. It's only not even 3 yet. All this week we had the yellow skies here from the smoke. I put a couple pictures up. The sunset, the red sun. It's pretty crazy. gotta get back into it now. Dude, I don't know why you just don't pass me. This dude behind me like riding my butt. And there's a left lane with nobody in it. And he's not passing me. There we go. I don't think I've taken you guys out here yet. I think this is the first time I've taken you guys out here other than videoing one other time. Okay, we're taking the exit. Coming down this exit a few times here. Okay, there's a heavy cell coming this way. I think it looks like just rain, heavy rain. Nothing super impressive yet. Humvees. Got the Armory, National Guard. Got some military vehicles here. Emmets, Humvees. How's the weather where everybody is today? Let me get some temperatures where you are. A little fuzzy there. Okay, come on. You can go faster than 2 miles an hour to turn the car. It does allow you to do that. '83 where Rob is. Okay, we got 83. God, we might have to follow this back east. Unless the sun comes out, we're here and pops up some more stuff. This is like looking like the heaviest of it right now. Really? Seriously? It's not dry. Coming down decent. Dew point, 70% humidity. Yeah, that's high. I probably have 70 dew point right now. I haven't looked since earlier today. Road is absolutely ridiculously bumpy for a state route. Route 9 West. Oh. We're going to turn west right now. We're going to find a place to pull in so we can take a look at our map here. Right. Cooler at 85. Wow. Kimberly, you must have been up there for temperature. I love these Worcester hills here. We got some big hills. Damn it. Holy crud. Oh my god, these roads are worse. Worse now. Holy crud. Getting close to the Worcester airport. I don't know if we can pull in the airport. Boy. We're almost in downtown Worcester right now. Yeah, everything else looks like crap. I think we want to head back east. It looks like there's like nothing behind us now. Alright, we're gonna find a place to turn around. I think we could head back on Route 9 East and just kind of take our time. See if I can find a place to turn around. Good luck. No left turn. Abbott Street. Safe travels. All right, Rob. Thanks, man. Yeah. All these streets are like one ways. Okay. We could turn around down here. Alright, we're turning around this little quick mart thingy. Well, we're gonna follow this line east because everything else is behind it is just crap. Literally just crap. Could there be some storms that pop up behind this? Yeah. It's possible. But that's where we're gonna head east on Route 9. It's a state route, but we'll be won't have to go too fast. So get and then we can find some place to make a pit stop too. I really think the right now, like, it's kind of was overdone a little bit, but I think later on there'll be another line that comes through, and I think what we'll do is we'll kind of let that come hit us. If we can get it east here, we'll be good though. Yeah, we might have to get back on the highway to catch it. I don't know. Okay, the windshield wipers are killing me right now. Oh boy. Talk about crazy roadways around here. Freaking mess. There's a police car right there. His lights are on solid right now, but on the camera it looks like they're flashing. Yeah, this is crappy. I might go back the way we came, because then we can try to keep up with this line. See if it picks up steam. It looks like it's kind of dying out a little bit though. Towards the north. The sun really needs to come out for anything to happen, but what's going on here? Why we stopped? Oh, someone's gonna take a left, so we block the whole road. On these hills in the wintertime, oh, it must suck. All right, let's get out of Worcester. because we're really not getting anything. Oh, you lady, seriously? Coming down this hill and I'm trying to stop. Still tornado watch down towards like White Plains, south of White Plains, towards Trenton, Allentown, Pennsylvania. This is where I need to turn. We're gonna turn here. Changing our trajectory. We're going to blast back east, but we're gonna have to go east and north, and we'll follow this line. And then I think I'm gonna head back to not too far from headquarters, and then we'll see if we can wait for some storms to develop that direction. Because I almost have like no development. It'd be like 500 miles west of us. There's a tornado warning out by St. Mary's, Pennsylvania, heading towards east towards, I don't even know if that's even a town. Yeah, isn't even a town east of that till like Williamsport. All right, tracking east. Big hospitals here, UMass Medical. So far, all we have is rain, guys. Not super interesting. I'm gonna try to head back east to see if we can, like I said, I'm gonna see if we can keep up with the line, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. I think this is overblown again. Out like towards New York, I think the forecast is pretty accurate, but kind of this forecast, like for I think it was a marginal risk, was pushing into Massachusetts too. So, but you know how that works. It's just an alert. What is this guy doing? People drive like nuts. You're going slower, you stay in the right lane until you need to move over. It's weird, the highway's right here, but you can only go westbound right here. I have to go all the way back down the end of this road, turn right, then turn left again to go eastbound. All right, let's get back on the highway. We're going to head back towards I-495. Probably make a rest stop at the nearest rest area on that area, and then we'll get moving again. We'll take a look at what's going on. Yeah. Try to make it interesting. Don't know if I want to get behind him, but I guess I am because I need to. So this highway, like I said, ends. So when we come up to the turn, it's a left exit. You'll see that's where it backs up though, typically, because I've had to come this way for work a few times. So we're headed right back towards that area of rain that hit us a few minutes ago. I don't think it's moving that fast, so we're going to probably get right back into it quickly. Anybody got anything interesting going on tonight? Or they're just tagging along for here for now? Now he goes faster. I guess we'll just move back over. And he slows down again. Adjust you guys a little bit there. So the conditions on 290 eastbound, it's rainy with mist off the vehicles. So if you are driving in this part of Massachusetts right now, I want to take it a little bit easier. But we're moving along at the speed limit right now. Nothing too bad. I've driven in rain 1,000 times worse than this before. Can't see like 5 feet in front of you. Well, we got one of us in here. Scared everybody away. Alright, the highway ends in 3 miles, so we need to move over in 3 miles so we can exit. Yeah, it was looking way more impressive earlier, and I'm kind of disappointed right now. But I think with it's kind of getting to the point of the day where if you don't have that heating of the ground, we're not going to get much in the way of nocturnal thunderstorms. It doesn't mean it is going to happen, because that one front's still sliding north, but it's still in like not even Long Island Sound yet. It's still way south of that. So I think our issue is that the one front didn't move farther north as fast as they forecasted it to, and that's where we're running into the problem here, because we needed that heating in the upper level, or at least the lower level, whichever. I don't even know what altitude the warm air is at. I think it's a lower level front, but the boundary, but it's not even close yet. It's still like 1,000 miles south of Boston. If we can get the one front north in the next several hours, we could probably fire up some storms towards the city a little bit. Or we can get the nocturnal threat later. Could watch it, so if worst comes to worst, if we don't see any development, we can make another stream for later. If I see more development later, and I can come back. But right now we're going to stick with it. We're just going to keep going north and following this line. But the traffic absolutely sucks here. Yeah, it's because it's like a 1-lane ramp. It enters like 2 lanes and it goes down to 1 lane, and you have to do this big loop back onto 495 North, which kind of stinks. And there's probably not a ton of traffic on 495. It's just to get on it. With the amount of traffic that drives this way, they really need to widen the ramp so more cars can get down it. Oh boy, excuse me. Woo! What do we got for snacks here? Some dried fruit. Yeah, it's hard downpours is bad, especially when you're on the highway, because you get that mist and off the trucks and stuff, and the cars. But it just reduces the visibility. Then you got the hydroplaning risk, so you got to slow down if you don't want to hydroplane. But in very heavy rain, you got to keep it below 55. Make sure your tires are good. Everybody wants to get in the left lane because they think they need to be in the left lane. Then you come up to the ramp and nobody's in this lane. All right, so I got over. I really didn't need to yet, but it's getting close. I think we just saved ourselves like 5 minutes up. Having to sit in that traffic way back there. Traffic chasing in Massachusetts. This is why you could lose like a really good storm in this area, because of traffic, and that's when people will get hurt, because the traffic gets so backed up, and if a tornado ever went right through here, people have no clue, because it doesn't happen all the time here. So I mean, it's happened out in Worcester. Worcester gets tornadoes once in a while, but Springfield does, further out, Worcester, Mass. I just didn't like the way things looked out there today, though. I would have, like, if I had the time this morning, I would have just drove all the way down I-90 and just plopped myself out in Worcester, Mass, but it was kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting, and I seen it diminishing, and everything was coming from southwest to northeast this way. Yeah, there's some storms developing out in like New York right now, but they look like they're moving northeast. Something that we can't catch, because they're heading towards like Vermont. All right, we're heading back north. So we're kind of back in that line we were just in. It's a little bit lighter than it was, though. I'm gonna focus on driving right here, because we got the misties. At least the smoke's gonna come out of the air now, though. In case you're just joining us, we headed towards Worcester, Mass, as a line of storms looked promising. However, it seemed to diminish as it moved east, and there's not really any good storm development for like 300 miles. So we decided to head back north. We're gonna hit the rest stop, and then we'll take a look at radar and see what's going on and try to make a decision what's going to happen. But this is impactful for here because we haven't got a lot of rain. So the fact that we're getting rain right now is a big deal, because we're in severe drought in this area, and even heading east towards SCMA headquarters. It's just, we need the rain. We need like 6 or 8 inches of rain. So anything we get right now is going to help. It is raining there right now. When we get to the rest stop, when I come back out, we'll check the data at headquarters and see what the rainfall is so far. Wouldn't be the first time a chase was a total bust if it ends up that way. Gross. Just give you some ASMR for a little bit. Listen to the road and the rain. Yeah, definitely, even especially if the smoke is still there, you need the rain to wash it out of the atmosphere. It's great if the wind blows it away, but the particulates are still there, and whatever settled on the ground too. slowing it down here. Got a little traffic volume here. Oh, this is splendid. Yeah, hopefully it's the air mass change that pushed out the smoke out that way. That's kind of what's going to happen here. The smoke came in, warm front's going to come through, and then a cold front's going to come behind it. Really cleaning up the highway here. There's shredded truck tires everywhere. What a mess. drop around 70 degrees right now. Definitely have the evaporative cooling going on. Yeah, it's even dropping more now. We're in the upper 60s now. I honestly think the smoke again, it was the smoke in the milky sky killed the thunderstorm risk, at least here. It looks like the sun's probably out in Worcester Mass right now. So if you can get a little heating still in Worcester Mass, it might still spark up some storms. But I think it's going to be like all the other storms are going to be associated with the cold front, and that's going to be late tonight, I think. I think that rest area should be coming up quick, pretty soon. We'll stop there. Yep, there's a sign. 1 mile. We're making a pit stop. All right, we're going to stop here. All right, everybody behave. All two of you behave. I'll be right back. 1 second. Let me get my hat because it's raining. Idle down. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. One second here, we'll get situated. I'll show you guys what I was talking about before we stop. Let's see here. So, all right, we are here. That's our little dot right there. There's nothing right here. Nothing. Zoom out there. I really think the storm development didn't happen because this is the front right here, and it was supposed to slide north earlier, and it didn't do that. So I think I'm just gonna keep going east, northeast, and then I'll make a decision. I'll stop in one of my usual spots, and we'll make a decision when we get there what we're gonna do. Because maybe we'll have some development by then, because there's sun out in Worcester, Mass. So for now, we'll be riding again. I totally need toothpicks in my truck because I have pineapples stuck in my tooth. It's so annoying. All right, here we go. Big bumpies. Okay, go grab the mail. On a motorcycle. You must be pretty wet. Hey, Daniel. We're back in the rain again. So far, like, severe weather's been a bust. But we get some storm coverage at least, I guess. Traffic's not seeming to suck right here, which is good. Yeah, I can see it's got some moderate rain there. It might be a little bit heavier in a few minutes. It looks like it's lightening up though, and it might even, like, the sun might even peek out in a little while. But I think it's getting kind of late in the day for that diurnal heating. Yeah, I'm on 95, 128. It's not even like, they didn't call it 128 anymore past Peabody. But yes, that's where I am. I'm in Burlington. I jumped off 495 to Route 3, and then now 95 north. Ooh, a tank. I just saw a patent tank on a trailer. Really cool. Yeah, I think it was like, 10 years ago, they just started calling anything south of Peabody just 95. And then everything from Peabody to Gloucester is 128. Because they changed all, like, they changed all the mile markers to, like, in the exits. Fresh pavement, I love it. You gotta stay in the left lane here. That's the little trick, Daniel. If you come up towards 93 here and Woburn, and you want to go north past it, stay in the left lane. Everybody crowds the right lanes to go to 93 south. See, I just stay in the left lane until I get by it, and then I move over. So you see how everybody's clumping up now? Everybody's clumping up. It's not that bad right now, actually. If this was like 2 hours ago, probably backed up. Oh, we got state trooper entering the highway. Doing something. Going back the other way. And we have traffic. This little spot right here where everybody merges. Coming off 93. Go past me or not, so I can move over. No, he's from the smallest state in the Union, Rhode Island. Daniel, you're not far from Rhode Island. Just a little ways down 24 there. We'll stop again and then I'll check. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. Oh, sounds good, Kimbo. All right. Have a good one. I'm going to stay live until we stop again. I'm going to take a look and see what's going on. But you have a good night and enjoy your church picnic tomorrow. We sit in traffic here. Maybe we'll stop at the next exit. All right, let's pull in here and we'll take a look at the situation. I'll explain my plan here. Okay, let's look at the radar. All right, so that were there's some development ahead of this boundary right here. This one boundary. This is gonna be like hours before they get here. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just end the stream. I'll watch the storms as they move this way, and if I think it warrants, I'll make another stream later, and we'll go ahead and come out again. But it just depends on a lot of factors too, if I'm able to even do that. I just wanted to take a look at the data at headquarters. So I only got 0.16 inches of rain today, and that's it. Dew point 66. So the dew point didn't climb like it should have, because the boundary was supposed to be a little bit further north, and it didn't move north fast enough. So, but that's it. I'm gonna call for now, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If I do get an opportunity and there are some severe storms that pop up later and I can go out, I'll go ahead and create a stream. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.